I guess we're never gonna have a moment where Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet both go off at the same time. But I tell you what, long as the Rockets win, I'm good. Welcome back to another edition of the Student of the Game podcast in our Rockets in Six segment. Rockets in Six because when the Rockets win the championship, it's gonna be Rockets in Six. All right, they took care of the OKC Thunder. So today, despite the thunderous clouds out there, the Rockets were still able to shine bright and go and move around and do their thing like Rockets do. All right. Yeah, it was only by 3 points, but guess what? You only got to win by at least half a point. All right. The Thunder they're at 15-5 now. The Rockets are 15-6, number one and number two seeds in the West. It's hard out here in that wild, wild West, people. All right. So in this game right here, man, it was a lot of back and forth, a lot of back and forth, man. And it's like every time I see the Thunder play, it's like, man, Shea Gilchrist Alexander, it's one of those things. It's like, wow, if you're the Clippers, I know James Harden is balling out of control over there, but it's like, don't you wish you still had him on your team? Golly, it's like you would have left Paul George there, But anyways, hey, we can handle Shea Gilchrist Alexander, respectfully. Fred VanVleet, 38 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Like, Fred VanVleet was knocking down threes all the way from Van Fleet Street. Okay, if you from South Park, South Side of Houston, Texas, you know about VanVleet. All right, but like he was making some amazing shots. Like, and he to me, he's like the Russell Wilson of NBA point guards. Cause Russell Wilson, he has that throws that deep ball and it just goes up like a doggone rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Fred VanVleet shoots those doggone rainbows and it just splash. Like his shot splashes so much and it's so wet, you could have sworn he was like the third splash brother. Maybe, might be a half splash brother or a step splash brother or something, but might be some form of relation there. But he had a real good game, 38 points. Shingun was doing Shingun type things, and you know what he does: 20 points, 14 boards, 9 assists. Man, I wonder who missed the doggone shot, which prevented him from getting that 10th assist. It's like whoever he passed the ball to, you couldn't help him get that 10th assist. I mean, who are you, man? He could have got a triple double, but Jabari Smith Jr., 15 points, 14 boards. And that's another thing. Jabari Smith Jr. and Jalen Green, it's starting to become rare where those two have a good game at the same time. But long as we get a dub, that's all that matters. Because the last game, we saw Jalen Green go off for 41. Today he had 9 points, played 34 minutes. The other game played 9 minutes, played 23 minutes and had 9 points. So the next game, maybe Jalen Green goes off for 41 again, all right? In a Rockets W. We're gonna need that. All right, Eason. Eason had to guard Eason and Dylan Brooks. They both had the tough assignment to guard Shea Gilchrist Alexander, and they did their best. But a lot of times, your best just doesn't cut it out. It be like that sometimes, you know. It's Dom Perignon. It's supposed to bubble. It just be like that sometime. Y'all know that? What y'all know about that UGK, man? All right. But Reed Shepard got 5 points today. I heard today he got his first free throw out of 21 games. Ain't that something? Steven Adams had played 4 minutes today. A lot of times what I notice is that Steven Adams, Jalen Green plays a lot better when Steven Adams in the game because Steven Adams, set those screens. But it was one play. I was very proud of Jalen Green. He just took the ball to the rack, wasn't dancing or nothing. Phenomenal play and one. And that's the thing with Jalen Green. When he's in attack mode, oh man, his team is beyond hard to stop. But what I do appreciate with his game, he's allowing the game to come to him. Because when you see Fred VanVleet going off like that, Shingun and Jabari Smith Jr., well, you want to continue to help facilitate that and give them more opportunities because they're the hot ones right now. They're on fire. And that's the cool thing about this team. When you're game planning against them, like if you see Jalen Green go off for 41 points against Tyrese Maxey. Well then if you're the Thunder, you're like, man, we got to get on that dude. We got to lock and load on him, man. We don't want him going off on us like that. But by you locking and loading on him, you got Fred VanVleet over there. All right. You got Jabari Smith Jr. You got Dylan Brooks. You got Shingun. You know what I'm saying? Amen Thompson. You got all these weapons. So that's the cool part about this team that I love. I love it a lot, man. It's like they can hit you from any direction. They're fluid, just like water. It's like, okay, all right, you want to stop that? Well, watch this. It's like they got a counter for everything that they bring. And the cool thing about it, We got a whole bunch of two-way players on this team. Everybody on this team officially is a two-way player. Jabari Smith Jr., Dylan Brooks, Sengun, Van Fleet, Green, Thompson, Eason, Shepard, Adams. All of them two-way players. They're going to bring it on defense. That's the culture that Ime Udoka has established with this team. And I think, hey, with this unit here, hey, they can get to the finals and win Rockets in 6. I believe it. I believe it. Just because you don't believe it and you don't believe it, and I thought you believed it, but you just gave up hope. Just because y'all don't believe it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But I think it is. You know, these Rockets here, they feisty, they gritty, they get down to it, and guess what? They're gritty on defense and they're gritty on defense and smooth on offense. Gritty on defense and smooth on offense. That is incredible. Normally, you don't get that with multiple players, you know, but that's what we have with this Houston Rockets team. And shout out to head coach Ime Udoka doing a brilliant job. Brilliant job, man. But this was a big win. Big win. Thunder beat the crap out of us. Was that last week? Week before last? Rockets, they got revenge on them. So that's good. That's good, you know. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But anyways, hey, that's it for our Rockets in 6 segment. Hey, you like sports, you like movies, that means you like me. So hit that like and subscribe button and share your thoughts and let me know, what did you think about the Rockets' victory over the OKC Thunder? All right, Student of the Game podcast. Peace out. Thank y'all for tuning in.